Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing tonight? We're back. We're live to play more Pokemon Odyssey. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. I am again very much enjoying this game. It is so fun. And we need answers. Like we literally like just finished like the biggest event that has happened in the entire game so far. So we definitely need to see. We need information. We need information. That's what we need. And I am hoping that if you are currently jamming right now, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're getting all of the progress you can in, but also being healthy about it. You want to be healthy about it, of course. But yeah, we continue. We go on. We play Odyssey, and we have a darn good time doing it. Darn good time. What am I? PG streamer. I can't swear. I can't say damn. So yeah, I went into this game to look to see if I had any new party members. And of course, I have the Dusclops for a thumbnail, obviously. And I checked. I took a look at my team, and I was like, "Oh shit, my entire team is dead." I really hope we don't have to have another battle at some point, because god damn, that would suck. Either way, we can still take a look at our party while we are somehow still living. We definitely came in clutch against the big bad boss that was going to do something with Ethan, I think. So yeah, first up we have Cyan, the level 40 Mightyena with Icy Wind, Snarl, Icicle Crash, and Crunch. We have plus a level 40 with Electroshock, Heal, Pulse, Helping Hand, and Heal Bell. We've got Onibi, level 40 Dusclops with Will-O-Wisps, Etheric Slash, Disable, and Shadow Ball. This thing is Etheric. Hello. We've got Whoppers, level 40 Executor with Giga Drain, Stone Edge, Earth Power, and Leech Seed. Also, okay, our attack and special attack are not that different, so it shouldn't matter. We've got Aerodactyl, level 40 with Poison Jab, Dragon Claw, Rock Slide, and Fire Fang. And we have Krusty, level 40 Kingler with Protect, Crab Hammer, Aqua Jet, and Iron Head. And Krusty is the only surviving member of the fucking boss rush that we just went on. Like, goddamn. So yeah, here we are. What does this thing say? There's a sheet attached to steel. The Cyclopean Haunt is the only barrier that separates us from reaching our Lord. And if we remember, oh, we can't even. This is where Kazuki pushed Olympia. Yes. And then Olympia clapped back. Again, if y'all didn't watch the end of the last stream, what happened to my...
did I leave at a really good part or something?
Yeah, we had like an absolute, like, lots of shit went down.
Damn.
I don't know when you left. Were we already in a boss fight when you left?
It was like 9:30 when I left.
Oh, so yeah, you probably missed all of it, unfortunately. Yeah, crazy stuff. A lot of stuff that we don't have like a lot of information on. We know Ethan is like this, he's part of like the Yggdras, which is like, I don't know, some special group, and then there's the Abyssals, which is another special group.
Like a
This
cult.
big, yeah, they
like
were
a cult worshipping Yggdrasil.
Well,
or
no, I
something?
think the Yggdras, at least so far, seem to be like the good guys. Because the Abyssals, there was this dude named Kazuki who attacked us, and he was like an Abyssal guy. And then but we also have these weird things where we keep like dropping into dreams, and like we meet like another being that's also named Nyx, and they also look very similar to like the Abyssals. So what's really interesting is that like we have Abyssal, like we might be an Abyssal would be my first thought when I see that, but then like one of our best friends is like a Yggdra, is part of the Yggdra's clan or cult or whatever. So very interested to see.
You said there was someone named Kazuki?
Kazuki, yes.
Was it spelled like this?
No, it was like Kozuki.
Okay.
But I mean, I would not be surprised if there are parallels between the anime and this.
No, I was just like, if it was spelled that way, then it's pronounced a different way, but it's not. So.
Okay. And oh yeah, Olympia the robot has like a fucking Super Saiyan mode. She just like, it's called Assault mode. That's what it is. And she like just destroyed this dude. It was kind of crazy. Anyways, what I want more than to explain this story is more answers.
I still can't believe that Twitch hasn't implemented some very basic stuff like being able to retract messages.
I swear you can do that. Can you not?
Right-clicking does nothing.
Oh. Maybe that's on YouTube. I know you can do that on YouTube, but... Okay, we are now in the 4th stratum, which is like...
Right-clicking on my name only brings up a menu where, since I'm a mod, I can ban people.
So now we have... Yeah, so we're in like kind of like a rain
Yes, I shall ban myself.
Area. That'd be funny. And interesting. Perfect. We are almost there. We just need to get a little further. I thought you said you would tell me everything once we got to the 4th stratum. Where are you taking me? Destination? Etria. Etria? It's our hometown. It will get all clear once we get there. For now, let's proceed west until we get to a rock formation. Interesting. Can I like... Where's my healing pack? I need my healing... I literally have like... Bro, my entire team is dead. Where...
Entire team is dead!
I literally have one Pokemon at half health. Like, I will go all the way back till I can heal them. I didn't know we... Like, what the fuck? I'm not going all the way back for this shit. Fuck that.
I just realized, does this game not have random encounters? In caves?
No, actually, it doesn't. We have Azure Rainforest. It is a rainforest, dude. I'm just so smart. Oh, thank God. Give me my save, not my save point, my TP point, and give me my my fucking health pack, not health pack, med kit. There it is. That's the word I'm looking for.
Here, take this med kit.
So let's take a look at I know there were, so the thing is with the 3rd stratum is that there weren't a ton of regionals that we encountered. I don't think we actually encountered a single regional in the entire place, and none of the foes were regionals either, so I feel like there's no reason to go back and even try to catch the foes. You have a scope lens. Can I take your item? I'll have to do that somewhere else. We did catch this at the end of, I think, 2 streams ago, which is interesting. I guess I'm just kind of going back. What I do want to see, though, is can you teach me more moves? And, like, for you, you can learn Rock Slide. I think I've already been in here with you, because I like our moveset. Aerodactyl. I think we've already been in here with Aerodactyl. I think we've actually done this with every single Pokemon on the team right now. I can check maybe you. You have Etheric Bash, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Punch, Astonish, Confuse Ray, and Nightshade. Let's take a look at Onibi, though. No. Take a look at this thing, though, because I'm not quite sure what I want this thing to be. Well, other than the fact that it's going to be a defensive wall. What, like, I like Will-O-Wisp. Etheric Slash is good for stab. So is Shadow Ball. But Disable. Disable, I feel like, is not the best move for us right now. Like, there's just no reason to have it. You could definitely be doing something so much better. Like, so, like, what do we do instead of Disable? Like, do we go for a Shadow Sneak? Yeah, I think we do go for a Shadow Sneak, honestly. Very valuable for this thing who is going to outspeed literally nothing in this entire game. Also, I was going to look up what level, or not what level, because I know it's not a level. How does Dusclops evolve again? Is it a Dusk Stone? And if it is a Dusk Stone, oh, it's traded while holding a Reaper Cloth. Well, how the fuck am I gonna get a Dusknoir then? I mean, I'm not upset. Like, Eviolite Dusclops is still plenty busted. But I think eventually I'd like a Dusknoir. But anyway, I don't think... There's probably a little bit more of the sea that we could explore. But we don't really have, like, a way to... We don't really have a way to get, like, do any, like, avoid any of those, like, HM area type things. Anyways, one of the things that I am interested in is wild Pokemon. If we could encounter a single one. Do we have a Repellon or something? Like, actually, what's going on? There it is. It's just an extremely low encounter rate. We got Victory Bell, Kecleon, Seviper, Gloom, another Gloom. Come on, I know there's got to be at least one regional in here. Though I said that for the entirety of the 3rd stratum. That was not true. Is it a Tropius? Well, okay. I suppose if we didn't get one in at least 10 encounters that we hit, we probably won't find one. Oh, we can really just walk north. We can really go all the way up there. Okay, cool. I know they said we needed to go west, too. This looks like... This looks like it's a different area? Do we have different encounters, potentially? It's not looking like it. This is a very large area, I feel like. Maybe it's just because I just got here, though. Maybe it's that. We've got a Toxic Orb. The bag is full? Oh, we had to keep the absolute worst feature. In this game? Okay. Well, fine. Fine. You know what I'm gonna do then? I'm going all the way back and I'm dropping items in the PC. You think I won't? I fucking will. Is this some bullshit? I know ROMs only had so much storage, so you actually had to like keep your bag somewhat responsibly filled or unfilled, I guess. But that's some bullshit. I thought we had all these. I thought there were like, surely there was at least a decent enough like advancement in ROM hacking to like, you know, have something be like, okay, what are we going to put in the PC? Like a leaf stone? Yeah. Stones, I think we'll deposit in the PC. There's no reason to keep these in here. Carbos we can put in there. Thunderstones. Iron. HP up. Did I? Yeah, PP max and PP ups can go in there as well. Fire. That was totally the enter key. Protein. There's a link. I wonder if we could use a link stone on. I'll keep the link stone on the team. On the team. In my bag. I could also sell some of these things as well. We also do have a dusk stone. I'll keep that. Keep you. Not gonna keep you. We'll deposit you. Okay. Let me take a look at. We've got a few items. Like you, no. You, no. You? No, okay. So there must be another way to evolve. That in the game. 6 blue flowers, 6 purple flowers, 3 sapphire, and 3 dolomite. We never got to like the we never got to like the farming point in that third stratum. Though there might just not be one. So dude, we are so loaded though. Holy shit. Alright. There was one other thing that I want to do. And that was move items. Give me this item. And put that item in the bag. Okay. And then there was one of my some of my Pokemon just do not have good items. Like this thing has the bright powder. Like surely there's something better. Everything else is pretty good. But surely there's something better than bright powder for my Diana. Do we have guts? That could potentially be interesting. If we do have guts, of course. Otherwise, maybe it is bright powder, actually. We have fur coat. Actually, that's kind of a broken ability. I guess I'll give you the scope lens instead of bright powder. I'm not relying on luck. Alright, back to the 4th stratum we go so we can actually pick up things that I want to pick up. Nope, that's totally where I wanted to go. 4th stratum, there we go. Alright. Back to exploring. Dude, this encounter rate is actually like literally 0. I swear. I am not getting encounters at all. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'd rather have a 2 low encounter rate than a 2 high one. But I feel like this feels like especially low. But maybe that's just me. Can we... Oh. This ain't a town? Whatever. You have arrived. Ethan? Oh, no. Olympia, scan the area. Scan in progress. No human presence detected in a 300-meter radius. Let's go then. Nyx, take my hand. It's going to be a fast journey. What do you... Oh, we're in Etria now. So this... Is this their, like, secret village? Because this surely isn't in... Surely this isn't, like, the in-between, or the underground city that I've heard at least a little bit about. So, they already made their move, huh? Not good. Yep, they attacked us at the exit of the 3rd stratum, but we managed to push them back. What about the girl? She is literally to your left. Oh, excuse me. How heedless of me. Come. Hello? Hello, Nyx. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but I, the very intelligent and magnificent Silva, am too busy to give you a detailed explanation. Why in every single fucking fan game is there somebody named Silva? I'm getting like deja vu 3 times over. First Nightmare, next Ash and Frost, now Odyssey. I swear there was probably an insert name jam game too that also had somebody named Silva. Everybody's named Silva. It was a good name. Not complaining. I'm just saying, like, it's so funny. It's so funny, bro. Sorry. I got sidetracked for a second. For that reason, I would do what I do best. Passing the buck? Hey, I didn't program you to also be sarcastic. Silva. Ah, yeah, right. The king awaits you. Remember to visit my shop later. Au revoir.
Oh, hello. Hello?
Hey, welcome. Nyx, shall we go? I'd say yes. Perfect, I'll lead the way. I still can't get it all in. Are you really suggesting that you meeting Amy was pure chance? Let's say it is. A year ago, I secretly ventured outside of Etria, but I got attacked by some Pokemon. It was at that moment that Amy intervened to save me. She didn't even question my appearance or who I was. She was simply happy to see me safe and sound. So Ethan has brought Amy to Etria to reward her. Yeah, and my father got really pissed off about my improvised escape, and for introducing an outsider into sacred land. Yes, that too, but after he saw Amy, my father had a strange reaction. He almost looked relieved that it was her specifically that saved me. That's curious indeed. Yeah. In any case, Amy was fascinated by our people, so in exchange for her silence, we told her our origins, what the Yggdrasil was, and what lies in the depths of the labyrinth. In return, she offered us information and technology from the outside world, and taught me and Olympia how to be Pokemon trainers. And that's why she was always away from home, and why she never told me about you. But I don't understand. Why do it now? Why bring me into this? Based on what you said, nobody else should have known about this. I think my father Ramon can give you the answers you seek. Let's go. He's waiting for us. Oh my god, it's just never-ending dialogue. Hello, Wolf Tycho. Do we ever truly need answers, or do we only want them? No, we need answers sometimes. We need answers sometimes. Most of the time you could say we want them, but we need answers sometimes. Noah, how's it going?
Good. Good.
All right.
When you get a break in the dialogue, I have 2 movies I can talk about that I watched last night.
Okay. Well, that might be a while. We are in heavy exposition right now.
I'll just continue eating my Cheetos mac and cheese.
You must be Nyx, right? Come forth.
That.
Is this
I'm
a
not.
long
I'm not
stream?
even a big Cheetos fan. This shit hits. It's really good.
I've seen
talk
that
about that later.
advertised, and I'm like, interesting. Whatever.
It's way better than you'd think it would be.
Oh God, is this a long string of dialogue? Yes, this is. I'm pretty sure this exactly right now is the lore dump event. Anyways,
We can talk later.
thank you for the audience, Your Majesty. It's a pleasure to meet you. Amy told me a lot about you. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, so let me answer them as best I can. Millions and millions of years. Oh, this is the lore dump. And the theme. Oh, the banger ass theme of this game. I'm just letting the music play for a second. This theme is so good. Okay, sorry. It's
As someone
I'm gonna
who's
have to
actually
speak,
taken
but-
as someone who's actually taken classes in conducting,
well, I know that's not how you conduct. Come on, I know that's
Nah,
not
I know.
how you. Okay, millions and millions of years ago, before any of us were even born. What are you implying? That you're somehow thousands of years old? Before any of us were even born, there was a powerful sentient being capable of creating life from nothing. This entity takes the name of Yggdrasil. This must be Yggdrasil.
Nah, actually, that's Clive.
Also, whatever that art was straight up made in Abyss.
I'm sure. In appearance, feminine, graceful, compassionate. She managed the cosmos and protected it from any danger. A real goddess. One day, though, this equilibrium was disturbed. The life energy of an entire planet vanished out of the blue. After some days, it happened again. Then one more time. An abominable being was traversing space, feasting on everything it encountered. I'm talking about the Abyssal God. Ugh. Well, now we know what we. Now I got answers from the EV Expo trailer. Interesting. A supernatural being with 1,000 tentacles, whose power was almost on par with the one of Yggdrasil. Our goddess intervened as soon as she could, but it wasn't easy. The struggle kept going for millennia, up until the Abyssal God, wounded, fell onto a small blue planet. Yggdrasil followed it and imprisoned it in the depths of the earth, shaping her body into a gigantic tree and digging tunnels with her roots. Wait, if I'm following this correctly, that means correct, young human. The labyrinth itself isn't more than an immense prison meant to contain that primordial evil. We Yggdras are the descendants of the Yggdrasil, and the Abyssals are the kin of the god of the depths, created to move war against us. However, we managed to stop their advance and sealed them deep in the 8th stratum. That put an end to the war, or so we thought. What do you mean? Some Abyssals, loyal servants of their god, managed to escape before getting sealed, and now they plot revenge against us. My wife was one of their first victims, and looking at how events unraveled recently, I am scared the mausoleum has been violated. Their return is imminent, and we need all the help we can get. There's still a lot I have to digest, and in this moment, my thoughts go to Amy. I don't think I'm up to the task. I see uncertainty in your heart, and for that, I will not force you. But know that if you change your mind, you know where to find me. Thank you. I'm sorry. I have other stuff going on right now. Excuse me. Nyx, how do you feel? How do I feel? I have even more questions than before now. There was an entire world I didn't even know about. Gods? Alien species? My head's about to explode. I understand. Oh, listen. Can you give me your trainer card? Yeah, no problem. Okay, it should be around here. And done. I connected one of Silva's chips to your trainer card. Now you should be able to access the city without being a Yggdra. Oh, talking about Silva. If I'm not mistaken, he was waiting for us at his laboratory. We'll wait for you there. Everything still feels so surreal. Oh my god, the lore dump is complete. So, what I find interesting, at least so far, I'm sure it will get like at the offset right here, right now. It very much seems like the Yggdrasil is good and Abyssal is evil. I'm curious to see how these two seemingly like completely separate entities and like literally things that could not be farther from each other interact, because if this story ends up being literally just, hey, Yggdrasil good, Abyssal evil, I feel like I don't know, I'm really hoping that somewhere along the way we can add a little bit more complexity to the story, because at least right now it seems very basic. I'm sure as of right now it very much seems that Nyx is just going to have a coming of age and join the Yggdrasil and defeat the Abyssals. I hope it gets more complex than that. Anyway, Cheeto mac and cheese?
Yeah. I don't have much else to say on that. It's like, believe me, I was skeptical when they first came out with it too, and then I got it on sale and tried it. It's actually really good, and I don't even like Cheetos that much.
So for me, like, given the fact that, because this is like Kraft mac and cheese, right? Just with Cheeto.
Yeah.
Flavor.
Or is it not? Is it like?
I mean,
not. Is it like? I hate to say it, but is it actual mac and cheese?
No, it's not.
No. I mean, it is like a powder, but like.
Okay, so that's my point, right? That like Kraft mac and cheese that you get, that shit's not real cheese. Neither is the Cheeto stuff. So
yeah, I don't know. I still enjoy it on occasion.
Like whatever.
Well, no,
I don't know.
I'm not shaming anybody for liking Cheetos or liking box mac and cheese, because that shit hits.
I've never had the Cheetos, so I wouldn't know about that. But the standard like Kraft mac and cheese is like, it's good. It tastes good. It also makes me want to vomit after I eat it, but
Well, that means you're
I
probably
don't.
eating
It
the whole
does
box.
not do my. It does not do my stomach any favors. Holy.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, okay, so like because I was in college once. I know how I've made enough Kraft mac and cheese in my day.
The Easy Mac is different.
Like you literally just put the cheese powder and butter and boil the noodles.
Yep.
I wonder why
And a
that makes
splash of milk.
somebody's stomach upset.
And a splash of milk.
And a splash of milk, yeah.
If you want it to actually taste good.
I was gonna say my hack was I always, because in college I would always make like deli sandwiches for lunch, so I had like.
Oh, are
cheese
you
sitting
going where I
around.
think you are?
So what I would
Yeah.
do is you would sub half of the butter that they asked for like 2 or 3 slices of like cheddar cheese, and it was way better.
Okay. I would just sprinkle shredded cheddar on top.
Yeah, I
Oh, that
will,
too,
I
like-
will occasionally just mix in regular cheese. Yeah.
And you could probably get a little
same
bit
thing
more.
with same thing with the cups, the Easy Mac.
Oh yeah.
Like a bit of shredded cheddar and a bit of milk, like chef's kiss. Chef's kiss for like
for microwave
like
food.
college grade meals.
Yeah.
You know what I did a lot in college that y'all are probably gonna find
I
awful.
did some heinous things when it comes to cooking in college. I'm sure it's not that bad.
I would take the Easy Max, mix in a little bit of queso, and crush up tortilla chips into it.
Actually, that kind of sounds decent. Like you're essentially
Yeah, it
at
was
that
pretty
point
good.
you're
I don't even
It's
like
pretty good.
breadcrumbs and mac and cheese.
doing breadcrumbs and
Yeah.
mac and cheese hits different though.
I like the smooth texture of the
Yeah.
I
Well,
guess
because
normal.
you're
Yeah, no,
essentially
it creates a very different like.
you're essentially
sensation of it.
I'm
changing
very
your
sensitive to
easy
texture.
mac into like a bowl at that point.
Yeah.
Because at that point, what I would do is I would make the easy mac and cheese, and if you're putting queso and tortilla chips in there, you know what else I'm putting in there? I'm shredding up some chicken or something and putting it in
yeah.
there, because that's my least favorite thing about Kraft mac and cheese is that there is no protein.
Yeah.
None at all.
I'll just eat cup ramen if I want meat.
Let's speak
Yeah.
to some NPCs.
Or if I
No,
want
you'll
meat
get your
flavor,
you'll get your time to talk about movies, but it won't be for a little bit.
No worries.
May the spirit of the Yggdrasil assist you during your adventure. Oh, come on. There's more NPCs. There's actually a lot more. What does this book say?
That
This is
well, while you're
Amy's
talking to
handwriting.
NPCs, I will be right back.
Alright, Yggdrasil are of a peaceful nature and live in symbiosis with the sacred tree. They can easily manipulate their life force, thus acquiring healing powers. The longer the horns are on their heads, the stronger they are. Wait, so time out. Then why am I not healed after every single battle if I'm literally traveling the labyrinth with 2 Yggdras? Come on now. If only we could awaken the 3 golems. Golems? Surely you can just use, like, wake up slap on them, right? It's sad to think that we had to leave our old city to escape the abyssals. Oh? Lore? Even more lore. Oh hey, the king has appointed me to help you if you have any doubts about our story. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know? Everything. Let's start with Yggdrasil. A superior being capable of generating life from nothing. In appearance feminine, graceful, compassionate, she manages the cosmos and protects it from any danger. How about the Abyssal God? An abominable being, devourer of planets and almost as powerful as Yggdrasil. It was defeated millions of years ago and trapped in a maze dug from the roots of the sacred tree. Basically the one you call Yggdrasil Labyrinth. Interesting. So I'm wondering, like, if, like, even below the 8th stratum, there's, like, even more. Happy Women's History Month? Actually, yeah. Happy Women's History Month. Children of the Holy Tree, similar in appearance to the creator deity. We live
I'm
much
sorry
longer
that I
than
did not realize.
you humans. For this reason, we age and mature more slowly. Even though Prince Ethan seems to be your age, he's actually at least 300 years old. I knew it! I knew these people were going to be, like, fucking super old.
Yeah.
It just felt like that. The seed of the abyssal god, generated to free their master from eternal imprisonment. Grotesque and mysterious in appearance, they can absorb the life energy of the surrounding environment to benefit from it. Interesting. So I wonder how that plays out. I hope, please tell me that has some sort of, like, reflection in gameplay, so whenever we face the abyssals, like, they use, like, terrains, or, like, they use whatever theme of the stratum, like, to their advantage. That would be so cool. You'll never catch me. Yes, I will. Stop running so fast. Oh, you're a human. You're the second one to be accepted by our king in such a short time. Lately, we cannot leave the city without the fear of being attacked by the abyssals. No items? Nothing? Okay. There's the TP pad. Is this the Pokemon Center? Oh, fuck. It's where we were supposed to go. Damn it. Ooh, there you are, Missy. Who you calling Missy? So, how do you feel after hearing the incredible story of our kind? Confused and disoriented, but thanks for asking. Quite the answer I was expecting from you. Anyway, can I ask you a favor? Sure. I want you to battle Olympia. I need to collect data on how she evolved while traveling with you, if you don't mind, of course. That's fine with me. What about you, Olympia? Alternative, not found. Great, you can start whenever you want. The heal of Pokemon. Status, standby. Let's go. Alright, Noah. Go ahead.
So, last night, I watched 2 horror films. First, I went to the theater with my sister, saw Long Legs, finally.
I've heard that's actually very good.
Really fucking good.
Wait,
One of my favorite films of the year.
Long Legs?
Very weird and unique.
What film?
Draws,
I didn't hear.
definitely draws. Yeah, definitely draws a lot of inspiration from Silence of the Lambs, which is one of my favorite films of all time. If you couldn't tell by the fact that I name my character in every Pokemon game Clarice now.
Oh, that's what that's a reference to. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, very good movie. Incredible performances all around, especially from Nicolas Cage. Loved everything he's been doing lately. He's very weird in this. And that's all I'll say, because you should go into it knowing very little.
I hate that I still, to my knowledge, in my memory, have only seen one Nick Cage movie. And you can probably guess which one it was.
Spider-Verse?
It's the one everyone... Wait.
National
Nick Cage is in
Treasure?
Spider-Verse?
Yeah, he's Spider-Man Noir.
Okay, then 2. National Treasure was the other one. You were correct.
Okay.
I feel like that's everybody's Nick Cage.
You've probably seen more than you realize, because he's actually done a decent amount of voiceover work.
Okay.
Have you seen The Croods by chance? No. Okay, because he's also in that. The other horror film I watched last night, very different. I watched The Mousetrap, which is the first of probably many Steamboat Willie themed horror films. It literally just dropped on digital yesterday. It apparently didn't even get a limited theatrical release or anything.
I thought it was like Mickey's Mousetrap.
It was. It was. I'm guessing they changed the title to avoid getting sued.
Even though they shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, but like, still, there can be. I've heard based on like actually specifically the director of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, said a thing like these people should be very careful about using Mickey's name because like they still have Disney still has a trademark for Mickey Mouse and copyright on all subsequent versions of Mickey Mouse.
Huh.
So yeah, it's a very delicate legal situation with Steamboat Willie being in public domain, but no other versions of Mickey Mouse being in public domain.
Yeah, but even in Steamboat Willie, they had the name Mickey Mouse back then. Yes,
he is called Mickey Mouse, but it's copyright law, from what I understand, is very complicated. They still say the name in the movie. They still say Mickey Mouse in the movie. But...
Well, especially like with copyright law, it's like, especially with like the lawyers that Disney has, you're not gonna out-lawyer Disney, and they're gonna be able to make an argument on like if they believe they have any grounds to like sue you, they're going to do it.
It's like Nintendo.
Like, if there is any way that your version could possibly be misconstrued as being associated with Disney, you have a problem.
Yeah, Nintendo is the Disney of video game. I was about to say Disney is the Nintendo of movies, but no, it's the other way around, because Disney's worse.
So I was like, you know what? It's $4 to rent. I'll give it a shot, see how it goes. Obviously, this has become a growing trend. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey really kicked off the trend.
I assume this isn't just horror, that it's straight up slasher.
Yeah, I mean, so, like, I will say...
Like Blood and Honey was.
The Mousetrap is not good. It's not a good movie.
I mean, did anyone think it was going to be?
But it is leagues better than Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1 or the Mean one, which is the Grinch one that got made a little while after Blood and Honey. Even though Grinch isn't in public domain, they skirt around it by never calling him the Grinch, but it's like it's legally okay.
Although I don't know, okay. You look pissed at something.
Well, I switched from my Kingler, which is water steel type, into my ghost type, and it used Shadow Ball on me. Like,
oh, okay,
what?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
But yeah, because here's the thing, the Mousetrap doesn't take itself seriously. It knows it's stupid and plays into that, at least to a certain extent.
I was hoping it would.
Because Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, at least the first one, I haven't seen the second one, but I've heard it's vastly better than the first one. But Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey plays it completely straight. The Mean one has a little more fun, but still plays it mostly straight.
I didn't see it, but I did see like a full-on analysis video on it with a bunch of clips. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey one, that is. Yeah. I remember the guy in it talked about how like I don't know, it's some weird thing happened that Christopher Robin was just like completely distraught over, more distraught over than his wife getting murdered.
Yeah, I don't remember the full details. It's not an interesting film.
Yeah, but his wife gets murdered. He's like in anguish for like 5 seconds, and then he's like, nope, I don't care anymore.
But like, to give you an idea of how the Mousetrap, while not a good movie, but like is doing this type of movie the way it should be done. It begins with a Star Wars opening crawl with a disclaimer that the film is in no way associated with Disney.
That's so funny.
It's hilarious.
We did emerge victorious.
Yeah.
You become much stronger since our first meeting. Result, still not enough to beat you. That's true, but I'm pleasantly surprised with the results. And now, it's time for a little checkup. Do I really have to? Just in case, just in case. Well, I got other things to do. I'll be back before leaving Etria. I wonder where he's going to. He probably went to the graveyard to talk to his mother. He does that once in a while. In the meantime, you can take a tour of the city. I'll send Olympia to call you when I'm done. Okay, thank you very much. Can I talk to you guys? I hate checkups. Attach this cable, take this off, la la la.
I hate checkups.
It's a book
Sounds like
that explains how geomagnetic poles work. Ugh.
Sounds like something Francis from Left 4 Dead would do.
One more thing to compliment the mousetrap on, even though pretty poorly written, pretty bad acting, generic plot, but another thing they do right. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Pooh and Piglet are the killers, straight up.
Yep.
The mean one, the Grinch is the killer, straight up. In the mousetrap, it is not quite Mickey Mouse. It is the spirit of Mickey Mouse that came out of the Steamboat Willie film and possessed this former hockey coach / current owner of this like Dave and Buster's-esque arcade place. And also he can teleport for some reason.
Same. That makes so much sense. I love it.
Yeah, no, the movie is stupid, but it knows it's stupid, at least. So you get some...
Also, it's you.
More...
You like stupid.
Okay, but that's the thing. Like, with Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and the mean one, they take themselves way too seriously. If you're going to do a film where you turn this childhood icon into a slasher villain...
Hold up.
Make it stupid and play
Hold
into...
on. Who's
Nix.
that?
Huh? Someone was calling my name. Nix! Oh, it's... What? How? Don't worry.
Wait, who the
You're
hell
the
is that?
only one who can see me. This was Nix's like not inner being, but like it was like a different person that she can see in her dreams that's also named Nix and has a striking resemblance to abyssal people. So I don't know. Don't worry, you're the only one who can see me. I think our bond became more stable after you entered Etria. So from now on we can talk like this. What's wrong? Give me one reason to talk to an abyssal after what I've heard. I know it's gonna sound weird, but I feel the story told by the king is incomplete. What do you mean? The people of Etria, the landscape, the breeze caressing my face, the royal palace. I've seen this before. No one would ever open the door to the enemy. Why should I believe you? I don't expect you to. I just want you to stay on your guard. Remember like 10 minutes ago when I was hoping for a more complex story? We're getting it! Let's go!
Also, this whole like abyssal versus Yggdras, is that what they're called?
Yggdras, yeah.
Reminds me a lot. This will only make sense to people who've actually played it or seen playthroughs of it. Of Xenoblade Chronicles 1.
Yeah, sorry, I have not played that game.
Or
Sorry.
like any movie or story where there's a race of beings warring against another race of beings. Because for
I actually
obvious
see that
reasons,
surprisingly infrequently.
Because for obvious reasons, that is a common story in a lot of media.
Wait, is Ronco still here? Hey, Ronco, look what Pokemon it is.
Yes, she is.
Ronco, did you miss it? There's a Shuppet. Is Duskull the only regional we can find here? Boo! I saw. Okay, cool. Wanted to make sure. My poor child. Damn. In memory of the fallen of the Banishment War, may their souls rest in peace.
I don't know, Noah. I see that trope surprisingly infrequently.
I mean, it's probably just based on the media you have consumed. I mean,
but I mean, the whole Bionis versus Mechonis thing was insane in Xenoblade.
I feel like it's decently common in fantasy in particular, because obviously you can make different creatures that are, you know, metaphors for race. Like,
I mean, in Xenoblade, it's human versus machine, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or human versus cyborgs, I guess?
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, Mom. It's been a while. I'm getting stronger and stronger. Did you see? This journey has made me meet so many new people. And I think I've made some friends too. Olympia is always there with me, but there's also another girl besides her. A little stubborn perhaps, but she has a kind soul and she's very skilled in everything she does. I wish I could be like her, but I don't think I'm up to it. Are you sure trusting me with this medallion was the right choice? Why not give it to Dad? I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't ask myself these questions. I have other things to think about. I have to go now. I'll be back as soon as I can. Nyx? How long have you been here? A few minutes, I think. I didn't want to bother you, so I waited for you to finish talking. How embarrassing. Don't be that way. You're not very outgoing, so it was nice to hear you say it. Now let's get back to the fact that I'm stubborn. Targets spotted. Olympia, what's going on? Preparations completed. We can leave. Perfect. Nyx, what do you propose we do? I think we should first find the captain of the 4th Stratum. Once beaten, we should head for the underground city. If anyone can give us any answers about my sister, it's Frey. So be it. Let's go.
Be right back.
Right. Well, I was gonna... He left, but I was gonna... just the name Olympia reminded me. What's your favorite Paris 2024 meme?
Oh, there are some good ones.
Yeah. My favorite is probably Steven Nedorozic.
Yeah, he's good. Dude, I saw a tweet. Apparently he's like in the top like 2% of Rocket League players.
Is he really?
Yes.
Honestly, it kind of makes sense given the amount of like mechanical skill that game requires. That game is hard.
Yeah. Let's see. Wait, I love you, never fade into memory. There's also a beautiful bouquet of chrysanthemums at the foot of the tombstone. Is this Ethan's doing?
Actually, hold that thought. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, I have so many Paris memes to talk about, y'all. But I will wait for people to get back because I'm not about to talk about some of these without other people here. Anyways, let's dip. I do want to get that Relicanth. I wonder if we need to like fish. I wonder if there's any fishing areas in this. So wait, me like. Okay, cool. Interesting. Well. Oh, this was the item we got. Okay. Yep. You're not a regional. I don't want you. Dude, I think it's so funny that the one regional that's not on the current team that I think is probably gonna make it to the final team is Bustle. Like, that thing is actually so good. Defensively, it's amazing.
You know,
So yeah, there's so many. There's so many good ones. My favorite.
I'm gonna ask Noah the same question as well.
Okay. Well, so there's like so many. I could go on and on and oh, there is water. Sweet. I'm gonna fish here. And there's a cave. Interesting.
Something is very wrong with those grass sprites.
Yeah, my favorite is probably the Turkish shooter still.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
I'm surprised no one's like turned it, or I haven't seen anyone turn that into like a guy like playing Duck Hunt or something.
No. There's been so much about him. Because there was another person. Huh?
Sorry, as someone who recently dug out his old NES, got his zapper out and played Duck Hunt recently, it does feel like that. Like it's like both eyes open, bang, bang, bang.
Well, I know with like the shooting thing, there was like there's like another person who was shooting that like looked like everybody said like a Valorant agent.
Oh, I know there was like the guy who did like the JoJo pose.
Was that the track guy?
Wait, I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, I don't know. So it was funny because like all these guys pull up with like all this gear, and like then there's definitely gonna be a phone here. Oh, there's interesting. And what, dude? Why can't I think right now?
Oh, yep. Yep, there it is. I'll fire it up for you on Discord.
Yeah. One of my favorite, like, I don't know if it's like a wholesome meme, but there's like yeah. Well, that, and there was a girl that looked really cool.
Noah. We were just did I hear Noah come back?
Yeah, Noah's
Yeah,
back.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were just talking about what our favorite Paris 2024 memes are so far.
Okay. I've not been watching anything from the Olympics.
Oh, well, you're missing out.
Well, I can go on. Don't worry. So we've hit
I'm
Turkish
sure you
shooter.
can.
We've hit we've hit fucking pro Rocket League player, also fucking baseball closer, comes in and gets the US the bronze in gymnastics with his little pommel horse specialty.
Oh yes, even Nedorazic is insane.
There's the I don't know how well this is being publicized.
The Clark Kent of the US team.
I don't know how much this is publicized on like the actual like TV, but there's like this Norwegian swimmer who's like obsessed with the chocolate muffins at the food hall, and literally is like, it's so funny. There's so many memes on it. He like literally hoards like all of the chocolate muffins from the food hall and like brings them back to his like place because apparently they're that good, which is so funny. If we're getting in one of my favorites, and this is gonna be, you'll have to stick with me on this one, is the French pole vaulter who suffered from success. If you know what I mean.
No. Yes, I know exactly.
Hang on. Is this
exactly what you're
the
talking
one
about.
where they're... Wait, hang on. Is this the thing where their dick got caught on the thing and they lost?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a meme though?
My mom and sister.
It's
told me
hilarious.
that, and
I don't know what you're talking.
I winced in pain upon seeing it.
Also, here's one, Noah. They actually did that though.
You are the chosen one. Here, take this and follow in the footsteps of Asher the Fisher. The Super Rod. Let's go, dude. We're so back.
I actually watched my first episodes of JoJo because technically I could count it for the Pinocchio marathon because of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Wait, what?
There's a stand in part, I think is it 6 or 4? I forget. Stone Ocean.
That's 6. That's the most recent one.
Okay. There's a stand in there called Bohemian Rhapsody that has the ability to bring fictional characters to life out of their respective media, and Pinocchio's in there and pretty prominently featured. So to end the Pinocchio marathon, I watched the 2 Bohemian Rhapsody episodes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh God.
Which, granted, work mostly alright as a standalone little thing without having the context of the rest of the show. I was able to understand most of what was going on.
Where did my child go? You're an explorer, aren't you? Please, I need your help. I took my daughter on a trip to the 4th stratum, and yes, I know it's a very dangerous place, but the Pokemon in this area are quiet, and... Okay, I get it. No excuses, I was irresponsible. As I was saying, unfortunately I lost sight of her. Any chance you could help me find her? I really don't know how to thank you. She should still be somewhere in this cave, but it'll be very difficult to find her in this darkness. Please don't tell me I need flash or something.
Oh yes, I search up 2024 Paris 2024 memes, and one of the first things I see is Snoop Dogg.
Dude, Snoop has been so fun though. He's been so fun.
How did he make this like switch from like gangster rapper to like America's grandfather? Like, I don't get it.
I think
there's a few
his collaborations
things
with Martha Stewart.
I was literally gonna say like, number one, like he started collaborating with Martha Stewart. He's generally seen as just like, well, he's generally seen as a chill guy. I think like he's definitely got like a team to help him do that. I think also the general coming of acceptance to weed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Also,
he
plays a massive role in it.
He held the Olympic torch that looked like a blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some of his most iconic songs are absolute bangers, and then like literally like being on a show with Martha Stewart is like a massive deal. I feel like, can I get this Meganium somewhere?
I saw a tweet from a guy saying,
cool.
I got a message from my mom saying that she really enjoyed what Snoop Dogg was bringing to the Olympics, and I reminded her that she grounded me for buying one of his CDs when I was 17.
Yeah, well.
the general acceptance of old school rappers, especially from the West Coast, like literally needs to be studied though, because like Snoop Dogg is only
They've
one
done
example.
a lot of cancel-worthy stuff.
You've got Dr. Dre, who like
Eminem.
Eminem's not West Coast, but he's generally become more accepted, but that's also because his music has become a lot more.
If Rap God came out today, oh my god.
Also, I don't want to be that guy, but Eminem's also probably more widely accepted than a lot of rappers because he is white.
No, that's 100% true.
In some circles, it's the opposite.
True.
I mean, in some, yeah, but
probably less so in the rap fan base, but like in general pop culture, yeah, he's definitely more accepted.
Yeah,
fair.
White.
Well, I was gonna point at like Ice Cube, Ice-T. They're like actors now.
I'm hearing like these arguments that Eminem is not eligible for the title of best rapper because he's white.
Okay. I mean,
there's also the
I could just tell you that there's better
probably
rappers than Eminem as someone who listens to rap.
I mean, I agree, but a lot of people say otherwise.
The movie 8 Mile probably helped him a lot to break into mainstream. Because
I mean, yeah, Lose Yourself is one of his best songs and is probably
one of his most memed.
And one of the most probably his most popular song.
Well, I mean, Rap God got big for a while. Even though it's super not okay today.
I think Lose Yourself has more longevity.
No, it definitely does, especially now.
Oh my god, this cave itself is a fucking labyrinth.
I remember, like, I forget which Oscars it was, but a couple years ago, he performed Lose Yourself at the Oscars, and I was very confused until I read up and learned that, like, oh yeah, he was nominated for that. Actually, he might have won the Oscar for that song.
I think he won the Oscar for that song.
But, like, he wasn't able to attend the Oscars for some reason to perform it. So,
it's probably
years later, they made it up to him. Yeah, I don't know the exact.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might have been a scheduling thing.
Yeah, it could also totally have been.
Yeah. It was the 2020 Oscars.
I haven't watched the Oscars in many years.
I have been, obviously, as I've studied film more and more, gotten more and more into the Oscar season.
Yeah, mainly, really the only, like, award shows that I watch are the Game Awards and the occasional Tonys.
Yeah.
I like to watch the Grammys.
I'm not huge into the
I have literally zero investment in current music. So
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm growing farther and farther away from, like, pop music.
The recent music that I like is obscure.
I also have watched the Tonys the past couple years, even though I am not too familiar with most of the musicals that have come out the past couple years, because I don't like, and this is probably a very unpopular opinion among theater people, but I do not like listening to soundtracks for musicals I have not seen, because I want to see it live first. Like, I want to have that experience of experiencing the whole story, because if you're just listening to the soundtrack, you're missing most of the story.
Yeah. I don't know. There are certain musicals where I'm just like, oh, come on, I have to listen to this. Like, Dear Evan Hansen is one of those for me. Like, that's probably of more semi-recent. It's not really recent anymore, but semi-recent.
Yeah.
Musicals. That's probably my favorite though. Is Dear Evan Hansen. Not the biggest Hamilton guy, because of overexposure.
I still have not seen Hamilton. Out on.
That's wild.
Just
Even
not
I've seen
one.
Hamilton.
Well, like, here's the thing. Like, being in the theater, being very engrossed in and involved with theater when that got popular, everyone was playing the music nonstop.
Yeah, exactly.
And as someone
That's true.
who is A, not very into history, and B, not very into rap, I got very sick of it very quickly. Now, granted, I'm sure I would like it now, especially because I love pretty much everything else Lin-Manuel Miranda has done. Love In the Heights, love Moana, love Encanto.
I still have not seen Encanto yet.
It's good. The music is by far the best part. The story's kind of whatever, but it has... I would go as far to say, as We Don't Talk About Bruno is probably the best Disney song this century.
I have heard that.
Wait, you're just gonna shade surface pressure? Is that the song? Like that?
Surface Pressure is also great. We Don't Talk About Bruno is the best song in that movie, though.
I've heard that if you get like a bright, color-accurate HDR display and put Encanto on it, man, there's just no experience like it.
Oh, the visuals are great too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a gorgeously animated film.
I've heard there's so much brightness, there's so much contrast, there's so much pop.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch for sure. Like,
I mean, I don't have a display like that. Oh yeah, it also has to be
I mean,
OLED.
yeah, you know, I mean, I would still give it a watch.
In terms of
Yeah,
bright, color-accurate HDR displays, I only check one of those boxes: HDR.
I think they're best original since Moana. They've got a good working relationship with Lin-Manuel Miranda that they should not have done a Moana 2 without him. I'm still pissed that that's happening.
I didn't even realize that he wasn't part of it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even realize there was a
this.
Moana 2 coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, there have
no,
been plenty
get
of ads
this.
for it at the Olympics.
Well, okay, get this. It was supposed to be a Disney Plus show.
Thank God
show.
they changed that.
That's wild.
And they decided to make it into a movie last minute and release it literally later this year.
Good decision, I'd say.
So, I'm so skeptical about it.
Well, yeah, that would make me skeptical too.
I
Like,
don't expect it to be. That's way too quick a turn because they announced this earlier this year. I am really worried it's not going to be good.
I just feel like it's gonna be like.
I don't think it's. I'm worried it's not going to be good by Disney 3D animation standards.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I've gotten a lot more sick of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, granted,
We know.
Maui is
We know.
troll. Yeah, you know. But
We know how you feel about that guy.
Especially because Lin-Manuel Miranda's music is the best part of Moana, and he's not doing the music for the sequel. It's the people who did the unofficial Bridgerton musical doing it.
Ugh.
I don't know why. I don't know.
Hell
yeah,
nah.
I am not excited for that.
Maybe it's just because the idea of at least the idea of a show like
Also, Moana
Bridgerton just
didn't
kind of
need a
repulses
sequel.
me.
Like,
No,
Yeah, it didn't.
Moana doesn't. Like,
it doesn't
Moana
need a
is-
live action either, but they're doing that anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm even more pissed about that.
I'm like, I will
Especially
take
'cause
Moana
that would-
2 over a live action any day.
Especially because the remake is so like more so than Moana 2, so clearly just a vanity project for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because he's had so many bombs lately. He's like so desperate for another successful film.
And is he Maui again?
Yeah, he's reprising Maui in the remake.
Oh, frick that.
Yep. No, he's the one who announced the remake. Like,
Oh, for the love of
it wasn't even like the people making it's like it's very clearly like he is the one driving this remake.
I haven't even seen very many live-action films of his. I think Jumanji is the only one I've seen.
Jumanji is like his one other good film. Yeah.
I was like,
you could argue he's probably
I
carried by
enjoyed that
Kevin Hart
movie.
in that movie.
I enjoyed that movie.
No,
Isn't-
Jack Black is
Jack Black.
Oh,
Jack
yeah,
Black
yeah,
is-
yeah.
Jack Black's the best part of it. They're all great, but Jack Black is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I gotta
but
say, watching
also,
Dwayne The
like-
Rock Johnson play a character that's in real life just a nerd is
But also like the thing is in both Moana and Jumanji, he's basically playing a parody of himself, whereas in every other movie he's in, he's just playing himself.
yeah. I was like, if you were gonna say that like him like Jumanji wasn't an okay role of his, I was gonna be like,
Yeah, no, I agree. Like he does a fine job in Jumanji, and that movie is way better than it had any right to be.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Now, granted,
it's
I have
honest-
not seen the original, but I enjoyed it.
Legit, it's better than the original.
Is it
People
really?
have a lot of people have a lot of nostalgia for the original, mostly because of Robin Williams. The original's not that good of a movie. It's
I d-
and especially the effects have not aged well.
Also, I like that it's a video game now. I like that.
Yeah, no, I was very skeptical of that choice initially, but then I watched it with Jacob for the podcast, and I'm like, wait, this shit is actually really good.
Yeah, this
The
is a good
sequel-
movie.
The sequel less so because it doesn't
start that
really
one.
do a ton new.
I didn't even know it had one.
Yeah, the next level. It's got some fine moments. They sprinkle in a little bit of interesting stuff because it's like the kid's grandparents accidentally get sucked into the game, so it's like Dwayne Johnson's character is being played by Danny DeVito, and Kevin Hart's is being played by Danny Glover. So there's some fun like old people in a video game humor there. And there's some touching stuff with the Danny Glover character as well, but
Also,
it's
I
not
imagine
as
this-
good as the original.
I imagine
it's
some of
not
the
as good as Welcome to the Jungle, I should say. Yeah.
I imagine some of the skepticism for the whole video game thing comes from anime fans who have seen what has happened when that trope has been used in their animes.
Well,
And-
I think most of the skepticism is just people who have a lot of nostalgia for the original.
But I'm like, yeah, this is like not too far from like the plot of like Sword Art Online, which sucked. Subjectively, it sucked.
Yeah.
I will say.
Well, also, I mean, like, Welcome to the Jungle is like hilarious. Like, it's a full-blown comedy, and it plays around with a lot of the video game stuff for comedic effect. And
Actually, no.
the out-of-body experience type thing. Like, I still crack up every time I think of Jack Black going, "Hey, look at my penis!" Every
Yeah.
like, so funny.
Yeah.
Have him basically playing a teenage girl trapped in Jack Black's body. That's like,
A real bitch too.
yeah. Man, now I want to rewatch that movie.
It's good. Like I
Yeah.
saw it on like a trip I was taking with like my orchestra. Like we were in the hotels and one of my roommates just pulled it up. Along with Alita Battle Angel, which is still amazing. But that was one of the movies we watched and I was like, dang.
All right.
I did not expect to like this.
What, Daddy? Huh? Who are you? What? You're looking for me? Oh,
I just
here
love
you
the
are.
Portrait smiling.
Don't ever leave my sight again. Got it? Thank you again. Except this is a sign of my gratitude. The Magna Vis? What is that? It's an ancient artifact called the Magna Vis. Using it, you can temporarily increase your physical strength. It may be useful to move heavy objects. And now, let's go home. Oh, so we finally got strength. Sweet. There was
I watched Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle as the first film in an 8-film marathon Jacob and I did for the podcast because it was back when we were doing the alphabet challenge of like choosing choosing a movie neither of us had seen for each letter of the alphabet, and we wanted to get to Pulp Fiction for P before it left Netflix, so we just marathoned J through Q in one sitting. So it was Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, The King's Speech, Lady Bird, The Mask, The Naked Gun, the original Ocean's 11 from the 60s, Pulp Fiction, and Quantum of Solace.
Well, I'm glad that the doesn't count.
Yeah, obviously, like, for that ruling, we were like, yeah, the isn't counting for T, it counts for whatever the next word starts with.
Every time, oh my god, that glitch, those grass textures.
Oh, when they change, when you go to different maps?
No, the way it obscures your character.
No, it's supposed to do that.
It's supposed to like cut off.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
It's like the super tall grass, yeah. It does that even in the main games.
Yeah, because see, part of the background is in the foreground.
Yeah, that you can.
Yeah, I mean, graphically speaking, it looks looks more natural in like mainline Pokemon games, but
I'm like, does it do that in Gen 3? I don't think so. And this is a ROM hack, so. Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle was definitely a highlight of that marathon. It was, Yeah.
I mean, granted, most of the films in that marathon were good.
How many hours
Except
was this
for-
one sitting?
It was a while. I mean, we took a break in the middle, so like we watched the first 4, recorded an episode of the podcast, then watched the next 4, and a little while later recorded that episode of the podcast.
You have
But,
time
yeah.
for all that in like a day.
This was like this would have been, when was this? I mean, this was definitely like, this was probably like during winter break. Because I think so.
I can't even like stream for more than 2 hours.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so
I don't know how you
published.
do that.
Yeah, we published the episode covering the first 4 from that marathon on Christmas 2019. So yeah, this was during winter break.
Okay. I didn't know. I also didn't know how far back this was.
Yeah. Yeah, this was. Yeah, this was. Back. Oh, jeez, yeah. Wait, does that mean? Wait. That mean the. Look, does that mean the podcast turned 5 years old this year and we did nothing special for it? Because he still hasn't watched the Death Note. Because Jacob still hasn't watched the Death Note movie.
I'm
so
saying
we
this-
haven't recorded an episode.
I'm saying this
while.
as someone who didn't do anything for his 10-year anniversary on YouTube a year ago, so.
Oh yeah.
My 10 years
Yeah.
almost coming up too. I think it's next year.
Yeah. Happy belated 5-year anniversary to No Lights, No Camera Action, I guess. Oh, well, I know what special thing we're gonna do once I actually prepare the rest of it.
Also, happy belated 700th upload to me.
Oh, nice. There we go.
I'm at
Oh, dude,
713.
okay, if you're Did you know I have 1,500 videos? It's kind of crazy. I just realized that recently. I need to get a life.
You arguably have more of a life than I do. So, in fact, not arguably, you definitely have more of a life than I do.
How is this Pidgeot not died yet? Can you like stop flinching me? Potentially, maybe. Okay, there we go.
Nice. Also, I just looked at my most recent uploads, and now I'm sad because I still have to wait like 2 weeks before I can play Juno again.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is most likely, unless I stream tomorrow, which I don't. Ever since I had that little like burnout stint, I'm trying to not stream 2 days in a row. This is most likely the last stream before we start playing jam games, because the jam ends on Saturday. Now I am out of town Friday and Saturday and Sunday, but I might stream Sunday because I'll be coming back. So we'll see.
Well, if by chance you stream tomorrow, I will not be able to join, unfortunately.
Okay.
I will be at a play. It is the Fringe, after all.
Wild Pokemon? Do you exist? I literally only find Quagsire and Reapers here. Whatever. Ultra Ball? Okay.
Ugh.
It's the other game. I don't know why. Because I can. Yeah, buddy. Get rock slided. Double rock slide. You, I guess, I don't know. That. Here we go. God, dude. I guess I haven't said this in a while, but the different settings of these different stratums have been really, really cool so far. Really cool. And I love that the story is heated up.
What is that electrode?
It's Hisuian
That's not even
Electrode.
original to this game. That's Legends Arceus. That's Hisuian Electrode.
Yeah.
It's electric
Ah.
grass. It's
That
it's
is-
designed to look like the old Pokeballs that are used in Legends Arceus.
I guess that makes sense, but that's bloody terrifying.
It looks better in 3D. You can see that it's like made of wood and like carved.
Yeah.
Those eyes are terrifying.
Those eyes! Those horrible yellow eyes!
Oh, since Noah's here, I want to ask a question that we've talked about on the Hints of Hisui podcast.
Oh yeah?
So when a Miltank uses milk drink,
Oh god.
what milk is it drinking?
I mean, based on the animation, you see a bottle. So
Okay, you know what? This is
assume,
a new fresh
like,
take that I haven't heard.
I assume that Miltank has like I do think it is its own milk. Just to clarify.
But you think
But I
it's
think
just
it
got
has,
bottles of
like-
milk just sitting there?
I think
and
it has like a cartoon unseen pocket dimension of like Moo Moo Milks that
Okay.
it can pull out from. Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense, but it's the most.
It's like it's
the
it's a world where you fight fantasy monsters with other fantasy monsters.
It's also
Who
the
cares?
answer that I would like to be correct the most.
Yeah.
Well,
Because like you see a bottle of milk in the animation, so like
so this isn't really that wasn't really part of the discussion because we all agreed on that. The part that we didn't all agree on is it weird that that's the case?
no.
You don't think so?
Yeah, if you're
You
going
don't think
from
that someone drinking their own milk is weird?
well, like, okay,
Okay, not
in
someone.
real life, if a person were to do it, that would be weird. But like, it's a cartoon cow. Who cares?
Hey, look, I'm just antagonizing you the same way I was antagonized.
God,
It's,
not
it's,
dude,
it's honestly weirder that you can use it on other Pokemon to give some of Miltank's HP to them.
God dang
In
it.
the,
Every time
That's
every time I hear cows in your presence, Noah, I think of a certain thing.
what?
A certain
Huh?
piggy bank.
Oh. I was so confused.
I am still
Until
confused.
you mentioned. So in our dubbers series where we do the improvised dubs, literally our second dub we ever did was of the
God, you're
cutscenes
telling
from,
the story.
was of the cutscenes from Hotel Mario, the shitty like CDI Mario game.
I was the extras characters.
Yeah, specifically, Liam was tasked with, because like there's a piggy bank that shows up in one of the cutscenes, like a giant piggy bank that Mario like smashes with a hammer to get some gold out or something. And when the piggy bank came up, this was our second dub we ever did.
I think it was in the same session as the first one.
Yes, it was in the same session. It was like our first recording session for the series.
Bro, can you stop
We just
getting fully
recorded a
paralyzed?
couple of them.
Yeah.
Liam Mood as the piggy bank, and it is one of the funniest moments.
That's
It's
pretty
so
good.
funny.
Also, I put a cow on screen because I was editing back
yeah,
then.
because that was when you were editing that. Because you edited those first.
Oh, mistakes were made. I'm still embarrassed by it.
It's so funny though. Don't be. It's
Like,
hilarious.
at least I brought something to that series. I made Spy God, so.
Yeah, that too. You have two of my favorite contributions to dubbers with those two.
Piggy bank mooing and Spy is God. Yes.
Yep. I mean, during like the emotional end credits of that series, those two clips are used for you.
I just said Jesus,
That's
but
good.
I should say Scout.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, what a fun series. I'm very excited to see what Stan does with his soft reboot. Oh yeah, I don't know if you heard about that. It was announced the end of the last dub. Basically, like, I am done with dubbers, but Stan, who is in most of the more recent ones, he's gonna be doing his own iteration of dubbers that like takes place in like a separate parallel universe. So
And
might have some of the same lore, but I'm giving him
let's say,
complete.
Spy
creative
is
freedom.
Satan. Spy is Satan.
We'll see what he does with it.
As it always should
know-
have been.
Actually,
I know
Spy
he will-
is the devil, so it makes sense.
I know I know he plans to keep the Reality Police from Rhapsody Street Kids canon, which, to be fair, that is the same universe as the Rhapsody Street Kids dub we did is actually going to be in the same universe as Stan's reboot, essentially. It's the Spin Dimension, which is a separate universe that, like, there's a lot of lore for dubbers. People watching this after the fact that have never heard of this dubber series are gonna have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But so, like, the narrator created the lore is that the narrator created, so he created the dubbers universe, but then that went to shit with all the chaos and whatnot, so he destroyed it. And then he created the Spin Dimension as a new utopia, but also realized it was too chaotic and that he wasn't really fit to run it. Also, he was dead by this point. Well, he died after creating the Spin Dimension, but, yeah, anyway. But, like, he was, so, like, basically he's given control of that universe to Stan, essentially.
Bruh, what is going on?
Yeah.
Can you just die, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
All this for nothing. You're kidding me.
I have a feeling Stan will keep Spy as God as being canon.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he'll keep that canon in his universe. I don't know. He seems to like the scoutness stuff. There's actually a really funny moment about that too in our Hobbit dub, which is, I think, my favorite dub. It's that or Sonic Adventure. But
also,
in the Hobbit dub,
I was gonna bring something up. Sorry, can I say one thing first?
Yeah.
Speaking of Sonic, it's unfortunate that we stopped the series. I believe before Sonic Colors Ultimate came out. Because that game, or at least the most recent patch to that game, now allows you to view all the cutscenes without subtitles.
Oh, well, I had found subtitleless cutscenes for Colors.
I don't know how you did.
I don't know. I think in the Japanese versions of the game, there was some upload. I think maybe modding, maybe the Japanese version. I don't remember.
Because I thought that was the reason we didn't do it, was because we couldn't find it.
No, I found one. That was on my list of potential dubs to do. I think it just didn't work out. Without you, there wasn't a huge demand from the rest of the cast to do a Sonic dub. The only reason we ended the series with Sonic Adventure is because I promised it. I promised that to be a dub. And it was... And with the way the lore had gone, it was the only way I could make a finale work the way I wanted it to. Because basically, I even edited the cutscene slightly. Just at the very end, instead of showing Sonic defeating Perfect Chaos, I edited in a clip of someone losing to Perfect Chaos so that it could be like, oh, Sonic fucking died and Perfect Chaos destroyed the universe at the behest of the narrator. This is literally how the dub ends.
I never actually watched it, so I should do that.
It's really good. It's really good. Everyone is in top form. There's a lot of really good bits in there. I'm basically, in this one, because, like, I rewatched the Sonic Generations dub, and I was like, man, most of my jokes in this, again, Sonic Generations was an early one, and it was my first time being the main character in one of the dubs, because the previous ones were all Mario ones, and Alex was Mario, and I was like, man, my jokes in this one kind of suck. And I was like, what if I just made Sonic a really bad aspiring comedian and made like intentionally really dumb jokes. So I
We're
just
kind
did
of
that.
hang on.
So,
We are kind. Kate switched his.
Oh, I'm
yeah, I
gonna
see
be
he's
done
gonna
here.
wrap up in a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fair.
I was like, are we taking over? Are we taking over the stream?
I mean, I'm not. I'm just battling trainers.
Okay. I figured you were fine with it if you weren't saying anything or deafening. So.
Oh, what I was gonna say about the Hobbit dub. So there's a really funny bit in there because Stan played all the dwarves, and Jacob played Bilbo. And there's a moment where you see one of the main dwarves, like on his deathbed, and long story short, the plot of the Hobbit dub revolves around a great fast food war, primarily between Burger King, Popeyes, and McDonald's.
What the hell?
Watch the dub, it's really good.
Yeah, I think I have to.
It's really good. And so as this dwarf is dying, and the dwarves and Bilbo are on the side of Burger King. So,
Okay.
so the dwarf is on his deathbed, and he's like, Bilbo, you're gonna have to be the new manager of the Burger King. Do this favor for me. Be sure to add a Scout Miss special to the menu. And Jacob, who is not familiar with the lore nearly as much as me, Stan, and Alex, is like, what does that mean? And I am like trying to explain the lore like quietly to Jacob, like,
Wow, you're jumping.
be like, it's like Scoutmas is this universe's equivalent of Christmas, and Jacob was like, who is that voice? Is that God? And I'm like, no, the spy is God. That's why it's called Scoutmas. And this goes back and forth, like me trying to explain the lore to Jacob while Jacob is still in character as Bilbo. And we just keep going back and forth, and then Stan's like, would you all shut up? I'm trying to die here. It's really funny.
Watch that. I need to watch that.
I am
It's
going to
really
end the stream.
All right.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
Sorry,
y'all
sorry,
for
sorry.
stopping by. I appreciate it. I don't. Maybe if I'm not live tomorrow, then the next time I will be live would be probably Sunday, and that's when Jam Games would start. So, an exciting
Ooh,
time
nice.
in the indie and fan game community. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. But for now, I am out. Goodbye, everybody.
All right.